are now coming to the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles. Now specific angles, actually these angles are those angles which are easier to note and based on which we can calculate the ratios of other kinds of angles. Now what are these specific angles? 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 angles are called specific angles here at the level of class 10. This should be understood. Now what we do is we now try to write down the values of the trigonometric ratios of these specific angles. We first come to sine. Sine 0 degree, sine 30 degree, that we'll see, sine 45 degree, then sine 60 degree, and then we have sine 90 degree. Now sine 0 degree is 0. Sine 0 is 0. Sine 30, you have to remember, sine 30 is half. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is 1. Now these are the values of sine. Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. These values you should remember. And based on this memory, you can go to cos. Now what we do is, and what you should do rather is, you have to reverse the entire sequence. Now cos 0, you just remember sine of these values. You don't have to remember anything else. Once you remember sine, you can forget about memorizing. You just have to remember the trick. The trick is this. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. The reverse, okay? Cos 45, it remains the same. It's in the middle. So it's 1 by root 2. Cos 60 is half. Cos 60 is half. And cos 90 is 0. Now you don't have to remember these values. You have to remember just the sine values, and based on this you can come to cos, reversing the sequence. 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. This sequence, if you reverse this sequence, you get the cos of all the specific angles. We now come to 10. Now what is 10 that we saw before? 10 is sine by cos. Sine by cos. So 0 by 1 is 0. Half by root 3 by 2 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2 is 1. Root 3 by 2 by half is root 3. And 1 by 0 is undefined. I call it u. U is undefined. Now here I'll tell you something, and that's really important, and that will give you a glimpse of the beauty of maths as well. Many writers and many textbooks, in fact many texts rather, they consider 1 by 0 as infinity. Now this mathematical infinity is a very abstract concept. It's a huge concept. In fact, the reality is 1 by 0 is not equal to infinity. You cannot equate anything with infinity mathematically. 1 by 0 is undefined. Undefined in the sense that you cannot have a divisor called 0. 10 is done. We come to now 1 by sine, that's cosec. Don't memorize anything, just have the trick. Cosec. Cosec is 1 by sine. Okay, so 1 by 0, undefined. 1 by 2, it's 2. 1 by root 2 is root 2. This is 2 by root 3, just the reciprocal, okay? And here 1 by 1 is 1. So you get the cosec values. 1 by cos is sec. I come to sec and simply I calculate the reciprocal of cos. So 1 by 1, 1. 1 by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. Okay. This is root 2. This is 2. And here 1 by 0. Again undefined. Again undefined. Now there's something which is interesting here. If you remember, say you were remembering cosec, u 2 root 2, 2 by root 3, 1. In the case of sec, this entire sequence gets reversed. This 1 is here, you have 1, 2 by root 3, 2 by root 3, root 2, this 2 is 2, this u is u undefined. It's something which is similar to what had happened with sine and cos. So once you remember sine, you remember cos by reversing the sequence for sine. If in case you remember cosec, then you can reverse the sequence and get the values of sec. That's the trick. But the trick essentially is about remembering sine and then going in for all the other trigonometric ratios of these specific angles. Ultimately we come to 1 by 10, then that's cot. Cot. So cot is 1 by 10, 1 by 0, undefined. Or maybe cos by sine. Okay, cot is cos by sine, 1 by 0, undefined. This is root 3. Root 3 by 2 by half is root 3. This is 1. Cos by sine, right? So 1 by root 3. And here 0 by 1, 0. Now you see the relation between 10 and cot. If you remember 10, 0, 1 by root 3, 1, root 3, u. For cot, you have to reverse the sequence. This u is u here, root 3 is root 3 here, 1, 1, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 0, 0. So what's happening is, now the beauty of maths. Sine, cos, cosec, sec, 10, cot. These are interrelated pairs. If you remember sine, you can remember cos by reversing the sequence for sine. If you remember cosec, this cosec, you can remember sec by reversing this sequence, ulta. And if you remember 10, okay, you reverse the sequence and you get cot. That's one of the tricks, but that's lengthier because you are going to these three things individually. What I suggest is just remember sine 0, 0, sine 30 half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, sine 90 1. And from here you can go to the rest of the 5 ratios. You get cos, you get 10 by remembering 10 is sine by cos. You get cosec, that's 1 by sine. You get sec, that's 1 by cos. You get cot, that's 1 by 10, or cos by sine, whatever. Just remember sine. You remember the entire matrix here, the entire arrangement here. And that's actually a very simple way of remembering the trigonometric ratios of specific angles, right?